Cody SImpson, it's so cool to have another Australian on Plan B. How's it going?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Welcome back to Dublin.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Now, Dublin fans have gone crazy for you, so much so that I was walking in to get into Vicar Street and I actually couldn't get through. There's a bunch of girls out there, not only waiting for you, but there were a couple of them on the phone crying to their mums because your tour's sold out and they can't get tickets. What's that like?
I mean, it's insane, eh? I mean, just to know that like there's even more people outside like trying to get in as well. Like it's it's mind blowing like how quickly it all happened, and it's amazing to be over in a country that I've never been to before, and to have like sold out shows here, and like it's like my first time here. It's insane, and I love being able to travel internationally and to have like so much like love from the fans in places that I've never been to. It's mind blowing to me for sure.
How does a teenage Queensland boy go from Queensland in Australia that not many people know about to becoming a worldwide sensation?
It's insane, I just like to sing. As a kid from the, I used to live by the beach and swim and surf and stuff, and now I'm over here and on a journey that is something that like people can never like even like dream of and grasp, and I'm so grateful. And obviously like, I've worked super hard, and I'm very very dedicated and motivated to, with what I do, and I just could be more grateful. And I guess I don't know really what to think of it. Like I'm still trying to get a grasp on everything that's happened so far, because I'm still trying to process it really. Yeah.
Well, you recently were here in Dublin with Justin Bieber as his support act. He has the same sort of career as you, and you must be sick of people comparing you now. But just, he's probably one of the few people in this world who get what you're going through. Do you turn to him for advice? Did he give you any advice, or do you just enjoy watching him as the rest of us do?
It's less like advice giving rather than more like just a mate, you know what I mean? I guess, it's cool that we're one of like very few people that like understand, I guess, what it's like to go through something like this, and I guess that's one of the reasons why we get along, because it's just because of that reason. And he's just a super talented guy, and I really enjoy like watching his show. I enjoy watching like any big artists' performances, because you can really like take from them, and it inspires you.
Now, I'm sure this is something you've always dreamed of and you enjoy most of it, but what's probably been the one most surprising aspect of this whole thing?
What do you mean exactly?
As in, it was going to be hard work, and everybody knows about the parties and the fun lifestyle. What's the tough side of it all? And not to sound like a whinger or anything.
No, for sure. Like that's definitely most of it is like hard work, and there's obviously a lot of upsides, but there's also like a lot of hard work that goes into it that I feel like most the rest of the world like doesn't see that. They just see like they see the performance on stage, and they hear the songs, but they don't truly understand like everything that goes underneath that, and like the hours that go to put something like that together. And I mean, I've always been like very hardworking, and I was like Australian champion swimmer for my age, like for years, like before I moved over here. So I mean, like I've always just been very dedicated to what I do, and like I've always just wanted to be successful in no matter what I was doing, and that drive really gets me through it, and pushes me to be the best that I can be, for sure.
How tough is it? Because I'm sure you're still in school. So how do you combine school with all of this? It's hard enough doing this as your full-time job, and then you've got to hit the books.
It's hard to like balance it, because like I come from like doing like a sold out show, and I'm hyped up from stage, and then like I got to like switch off and go and do like maths and and schoolwork. So it's like it's hard to balance it, and like okay, like back to reality sometimes, but I got to get through it, and I high school is something that every kid has to do, so I got to do it a couple hours a day. It's all right.
Is it tough being on the road a lot? Because I'm sure the people on your tour bus become like your best friends, but you're living in an adult world. Do you miss sometimes the goofiness of just being able to be a teenager?
I do. I've had to grow up pretty quickly, and I'm always like every day I'm around like adults, and I I do miss that sometimes. I get to go back to Australia like twice a year, and I usually get a little time off when I go back to kind of hang out and surf and, you know, hang out with my mates and stuff and just be a regular kid again. But like I do miss it when I'm on the road. But, you know, then again, I kind of realized that, you know, I've always wanted to be, you know, something more, you know. So.
And what about meeting girls? Because you have so many girls throwing themselves at you. How do you know which ones want Cody or which ones want Cody SImpson?
I'm not sure. Like, it's still something that I'm trying to figure out, I think. But I mean, like, it's difficult, but like, I feel like I never want to, like, you know, rule out like any options, or I mean, anything could happen, you know what I mean? And I don't want to you know, you gotta be open to everything, you know what I mean? So
you're not going to say no just because she's a fan.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you never know where things could lead, so yeah.
You just made a lot of angels, because you call them angels, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You just made a lot of angels very popular. Where did the term angels come from?
It was just something that, I mean, I wrote a song called Angel, and I kind of wrote it like about my fans, and then it stuck really. So like I call them angels from now on, and yeah, it's just been that way since I wrote that song, I think. Yeah. And
do you find it tough? I mean, we keep coming back to your age, and I don't mean to harp on it, but you know, being 16 and being asked to be a role model, do you find it hard that there's all this pressure put on you?
Yeah, for sure. Like, especially I started in the industry when I was like 13. And that was when I first got signed. So, like, just to be like a young kid in this crazy world, like, and to have, like, it took me a little while to get a grasp on, like, the fact that, you know, I am, you know, somewhat like a role model for, like, you know, for millions of my fans, and it took me a little while to get a grasp on that, but now, you know, I really want to use, I got to be responsible, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I'm a teenager, I'm going to make mistakes and stuff, but I try to be as good of a role model as I can, and just, I guess, inspire my fans, or my angels, yeah. Yeah.
And when you're not being Cody SImpson, the pop star, what do you like to do to chill?
I mean, it kind of depends on, like, where I am in the world, because I'm always somewhere else, somewhere different, and I guess there's always different things to do in different cities, but when I get the chance, I like to surf. Like, that's one thing that I really enjoy, and I guess I like to watch movies. You know, just be a kid. Comedies usually just keep me in a good mood, you know. But I like to be a kid and do things that kind of take my mind off of, you know, the craziness that goes on. But like I still feel like a normal kid, you know. I'm doing like all these shows and you know, all this stuff. But like I still feel like I felt a couple of years ago, you know. So that's probably a good thing though. Yeah.
Final question. Yeah. Your tour's called Paradise. Your album's called Paradise. What do you consider paradise? What do
I consider paradise? Probably like a good day by the beach with all my friends, maybe a couple girls, surfing, and it'd definitely have to be back home on the Gold Coast and just chilling out and just being a kid, eating meat pies and stuff. Yeah.
Cody, that sounds amazing. Thank you so much for spending time with us. I know you have to get back to getting ready for your show. Enjoy your time in Dublin, and hopefully you'll be back soon.
Yes, hopefully. Thank you very much.